they have, in essence, a full-blown Aryan teaching at their school, but we need to let other people know that. There are still people who will send folks to Fuller for their missions program or something like that. Don't do it, folks. Don't do it. People need to contact Fuller and say, particular reason, why you're ignoring this kind of stuff and allowing this kind. And the fact of the matter is, he's not alone there. He's not alone at a large majority of schools. There are very few schools left where you have a thriving commitment, a living commitment, not a dry, I got to sign this, but I don't really want to, but a thriving, real commitment to believing what the Christian faith is taught and believing Scripture. Just so few anymore. And Fuller ain't one of them. You want evidence? There it is. It's sad. Really, really is sad. All right. Boy, we talked about such uplifting stuff today. Oh, and now we got more really uplifting stuff. Okay. Until a couple days ago, I had no earthly idea who Russell Hunter was. I only started hearing about AHA, abolish human abortion. I don't remember when. I didn't write it down. One of our former channel regulars, what are you looking at me about? You knew I wasn't doing just an hour. Oh, okay. Yes, one of our former channel regulars had become involved with it. And I had started to have some concerns because I started to see some changes in attitude and behavior. But my first, at least the first thing that I can remember that really gave me a negative view of AHA was last year. I went to Southern California and I did a debate with a very scholarly, very nice Muslim imam. And I don't even know if that debate's ever been posted. It's a shame. I wrote to George saying I haven't heard back from him. Who knows if I've got the right address anymore. If anybody knows George, ask him, you ever put that video up? Because I wrote to him and I haven't heard back from him. After the debate, and Eddie Dalcour was there. Eddie was my ride, the gripper, who, by the way, he and Jeff Durbin and the guys at Apologia did a program last week in response to Marcus Rogers. It just dropped today. I tweeted it and I reposted it on my Facebook page. So take a look, because I'm not even bothering. Once I heard they were going to be doing it, why should I? There's no reason wasting time. We have plenty of things going on, as you can see. But Eddie was with me, and Eddie was actually doing the thing in the ear security guard type thing, and Eddie's big, so it's sort of cool and fun. But we had this long line. If any of you saw a couple weeks ago at the Tassie non-debate, I was there till late in the evening, greeting folks and talking to folks, and I appreciate that. But the problem was we had planned, because it was an early afternoon debate. Well, it was late afternoon debate. We had planned to go out and eat afterwards. Now, I'm famished, but we're going to go out and eat with some of the Muslims, including the imam. So, in other words, there's a further opportunity of developing relationships here, witness, of so on and so forth. So, we actually have to cut it short. We actually have to. There were still people in line. It was like, sorry, folks, we've got to go. I'm so sorry. And this has happened a couple times. Well, as we're walking out of the building, and I don't know who I was. I've lost track of who I was driving with. I think I was with Eddie, but I might have been with George. I think I was with Eddie. There's a guy standing near the door, and he's waited all this time. It was wild. He wasn't in the line to come greet me. He was just watching. And I always find that just a little bit creepy. Okay? It's happened many times. Not the first time this has happened. And you've got these folks, and they've got a burr under their saddle. They've got, I'm going to get him to talk about what I want him to talk about. And it can be many things. Sometimes it's innocent. It's just a person who, well, there are people who call here pretty much every day and tell Rich they have to talk to me. It's a life and death matter. Just have to. Well, he's not here right now. What can I help you with? I have to talk. He's not here right now. What can I help you with? And then when they finally tell him, it has nothing to do with life and death. To them, maybe. But I need to know what he thinks about Matthew 25:46. Something like that. There are just folks like that. Well, this guy started off, and he asked me about what happened at G3 when we're supposed to be doing questions about the conference, and Todd Friel did the let's talk about abortion thing. No preparation, no warning, no nothing. And Todd knows that I felt like he completely hijacked this and it was unfair to all of us. He knows that. I've told him that. And that it didn't happen at G3 last year. So that was good. I even, specifically said a couple times, the questions are going to be about the subject of the conference this time, right, guys? Right? Yes, and they were. And that was good. So he wants, and he immediately used an AHA buzzword. Incrementalism. Incrementalism, you need to understand, to the AHA mindset is on the similar level to, what terms could I use? Pelagianism, work salvation, anti-Trinitarianism. What? Well, apostasy, I guess, yeah. I mean, it's sin. It is a big sin word. It is one of the biggest ways you can deny the gospel.